recording? Yes, I'm recording. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to sell the farm or not, but I'm on the fence about it. We've been here a decade. Not on this property. We've been here for 7 years. And we haven't hardly got anything done. We haven't been hardly productive. Most of the people I brought here have been worthless eaters and haven't hardly done jack crap. A couple of them started out good, and then they petered out and just sat on their butts and didn't do anything. And I don't know why. You know, people act like they just want a free ride. So, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got a few options. I got to feed the cats. Well, I'll take care of the other animals first, then come back and feed the cats. I like this property. It's got a lot of potential. You know, it's just like David Ray. I like him. He's got a lot of potential, but he's not doing anything with it. And we're not doing anything with this. You know, I don't know. So, but David did come up with a good idea to subdivide. And so if we did that, I don't have the halfway marker over here. Let me go over here. I got the halfway marker over here. Hey, Fluffy. Anyways, if I subdivided and I kept the back half and sold the front half, I think I'll be able to keep my chafe fruit trees where they are. I may have to relocate one of them. We planted some bur oaks up front and some ginkgo bilobas up front, and a couple other trees that we might want to keep. But we can mark those, and then if the people that we sell it to don't want them, then we can dig them up and transplant them back here. We got them caged off right now, but I need to move Sarah's Jeep back here once I find her key fob. But anyhow, these are my 2 spare Dodge Dakotas for my parts trucks for my Dodge Dakotas. But now both my Dodge Dakotas are broke down. It's my mom's van and my mom's SUV. They're both broke down, but I'm looking for another vehicle like them that's compatible so I can use them for spare parts. That's my friend's car who's in a nursing home right now. And it runs, but it's not legal. And then Sarah, she moved away. She went back to St. Louis. And her Jeep is up front. I need to move it back here. But anyways, this here's the halfway point. So straight across from here, I think I see my cherry tree. So it'll be just barely on the fence line. And the nice thing about Che is it'll go right in between the Che and my grapes. Which I can move the grapes. However, the road's going to go right down the middle, so I may have to move both of them if I decide to subdivide. So that was David's idea, and it's not a bad one. David's good at coming up with ideas, but he doesn't do anything with them. He expects me to do everything, and that's my frustration. You know, that's my biggest frustration. So, uh, anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'm at my wit's end. The place looks trashy. You know, people just throw garbage everywhere. Paper is different. I understand paper because it's biodegradable. It does look bad depending on how you do it, but you know, it will break down and become good topsoil. Now, we need to do something different, like build these pallet boxes that I built built around the trees. We need to build some of those and throw all the paper in them and let them break down in one big pile instead of just throwing them everywhere. But right now, I just throw the paper in the chicken yard and let the chickens scratch it, so the chicken coop looks trashy. But I'd rather it be central, you know, in one location being trashy looking. So today is probably going to be a nice day. I need to put those whatchamacallit. Once I get these up, I'll put those whatchamacallit braces or brackets here. So you put the 2x4 in those and put 2 here as well. And that'll help lock in the door better. So yeah, I throw all the paper in here. And they scratch it. And they break it down eventually. It would probably break down quicker outside though. But talking about getting a truckload of sawdust, like a full truckload, like a end dump. Oh, there's an egg. David said he looked for it. He didn't look for it very well. It's probably frozen now. Chicken buried it. Oh, there's another one. Oh no, that's a lemon. They're probably no good. Or the egg anyways. We got one broody hen, which I'm not sure that I want her to be broody again anyways, because I'm not sure I want to keep doing chickens. But I gotta mark that. Oh. I don't know what day how old that egg is. I'm just gonna put let's see, what's today's date? The 30th. I'll put on there that it's the last one was on the 18th. So I'll put well, I'll just put frozen. Uh, 25. So it's probably no good, but it'll give her something to sit on. So whenever she, if she lays another egg, then we'll get rid of that one. Here's the new chicken feeder. I haven't got it finished yet, and obviously nobody finished it while I was gone. But I got to drill some holes in here to put the to mount the spinner thing to it. And then I gotta, that's the hardest, that's the biggest thing I gotta do. I just gotta go get the drill, drill bits, drill the holes, and finish putting it together. And then I gotta put this bracket on, which that shouldn't be too difficult. And I'm gonna just set it up right here in the middle of the chicken house. And I got it, if I put 4 legs on it, it'll be like really high up. But I'm only gonna put 2 legs on it. I got the other 2 legs somewhere in the back of my pickup truck. I'm just gonna put the 2 legs on it and set it here, and then that way the feeder will go off and it'll ricochet off the bottom of the chicken box or the nest box. And so it won't spray food into the nest box. It'll spray it down low, and then all the chickens will get it. So I'll just stick it right here in the center of the room. Then when I go buy feed, I just put the feed in those, and then that way David doesn't have to worry about filling it every week because he doesn't fill it like he's supposed to. He neglects it. So I got to do it just like everything else. Yeah. Anyways, I'm trying not to be negative, but it's difficult. It's really difficult. You know, I started out very optimistic with high hopes and big dreams. You know, like Donald Trump used to say, think big and live large, you know. Back when I was studying real estate. But, you know, 7 years being here, we should be a lot further along than we are. And like I said, I'm only home, you know, once a week, a couple days a week. And, you know, I expect things to be done during the week while I'm gone. And I come home and nothing's done. And then, so I'm pretty much the only one doing 90% of the work. And even if you want to use it, the 80-20 rule, I'm the one doing 80% of the work, you know. When the people that I rely on to do the 80% while I'm on the road earning all the money to pay all the bills, I don't mind coming home and doing 20% of the work as long as they're doing 80% of the work. But they don't do 80% of the work. They barely, if I was lucky, they'd be doing 20% of the work. But it's more like 5%, maybe 10%. So yeah, it's just frustrating. And so it's like the first year we were here, we were really productive. We got the first goat yard up. We got a bunch of stuff done. Second year, we were supposed to get this goat yard up. Took me 3 years to get him motivated to do the second goat yard. And he was preaching at me that we need 3 goat yards. We've been here 7 years and we still don't have a third goat yard. You know, I can't do everything all by myself. You know, teamwork is supposed to make the dream work. You know. And, you know, the first, I don't know, till 2017. So the first 5 years that we were here, I had him on a salary. I was paying all of his bills, and he was driving my truck, and he was using my equipment. I was paying everything. But, you know, we came here in 2015. By 2017, he was pretty much, I don't know, out of steam. He ran out of energy. He ran out of mojo. Whatever the case may be, he just decided he didn't want to work anymore. It started before then, but around 2017, it got worse. That's when I went out into the oil field, and he was staying in a friend's greenhouse. And I think he decided he really would rather move over there instead of be here. What do you want? This is Leo. He's lovable. And this is Loverboy Jr. He's also lovable. So, anyways, they're both related. I think they're brothers. But anyways, yeah, and I just for the last 5 years I've been trying to figure out how to get him motivated again, and it just hasn't really worked. So I'm like, you know what? My neighbor wants to buy me out. I might just go ahead and sell it. You know, my neighbor doesn't like us. And quite frankly, I don't really like him because he's a liar. You know, I caught him in like a half dozen lies already. And, you know, like whenever he first moved in, we talked about getting that north fence finished. And he said he would help. He would pitch in for the goat fence, you know, since I was, paying for the T-posts and David was going to do the work. Blah, blah, blah. And then he lied and said, nobody has it. And it's like, what? Yeah, he blatantly lied and said, no, everybody's sold out. And then I went and done my homework, and all but one or two of the people in the area that he said were sold out had the product and have had the product for weeks or months. So obviously that was a lie. His dogs were coming over here killing our chickens and our geese. Oh no, not geese. Well, maybe. His dogs were coming over and killing our fowl. I know they were killing our ducks and our chickens. Then they taught our dogs to do the same. And he decided he didn't want to be responsible for his dog's actions, even though he said he would be. He paid us for one duck. That was it. What's going on over here? I heard a cat fight. It's probably this guy. So this is our junkyard section. Mostly it's just scrap metal. Some of it's reusable. This stuff I plan on using for the chicken coop for siding. These are reusable. Some of this stuff's not reusable. And so I call it my mortgage insurance. And if I'm struggling to pay my mortgage, then that goes to the junkyard and we recycle it. Same with the cars for that matter. If I get in a pinch and I don't have a SUV or a van to use my mom's van and SUV for spare parts, then we're gonna junk them too. So they're just mortgage insurance. And that's one reason why I like having a big property, because I can segregate a section like that section there is going to be strictly for that type of stuff. Then over here is, well, the pond. This was for the ducks mostly, but all the ducks are dead. We had one duck left, and I don't know if she found a new home or if she got killed, but she's no longer with us. She probably flew away. She probably got eaten. Nobody knows. Oh yeah, another lie my neighbor told me was he said he would be over here to do some excavation work. I had a few $1,000s saved up. I needed some excavation work done. A month before he said he would be here, I called him to, verify appointments, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he got an attitude with me. He says, I'll be there when I said I'll be there. I was like, well, fine. I was just trying to figure out exactly when that was so I can schedule to be home and stuff. Because I'm an over-the-road truck driver. This is our utility section, just miscellaneous utility stuff that we may or may not use. And I've been slowly coming through this stuff and finding things that are no good anymore. And either burning it or taking it to the scrap metal section. Um, but yeah, it's not as bad as it was. I cleaned it up quite a bit already. But anyways, so he says, we'll have to look at the calendar. And he never showed up. He was a no-call, no-show. So I don't think he ever intended to show up. He just lied and said he'll be here. And he never did. Those are the top three. I've got some others documented. But, you know, after that, there's another one. Lick tubs. I use the lick tubs for rainwater collection for the animals. If they don't got cracks in them, if they got cracks in them, they're not as useful to me, but you can still use them for like planters and stuff. So he's like, oh yeah, I'll give you mine, because he raises cattle. He's like, I'll give you mine. And he said, I just throw them in a big pile and burn them anyways. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then, a month later, I saw one on the fence line. So, thinking, you know, he said he'll give them to us because he just burns them anyway. I texted him, say, hey, you want that lick tub on the fence line, blah, blah, blah. He goes, $5, it's yours. I'm like, forget that, you know. So he's just a pathological liar. So he wants to buy me out, and he may be bullshitting me, I don't know, but, you know, I don't really trust him. So if I do find something else, then I'll just put this on the market. If I subdivide, they say I can get up to $20,000 an acre. If I don't, I can get up to 15 at the current market rate. Now, you know, they say real estate's only worth what people are willing to pay. But I'm going to have this thing paid off next year anyway, so I can afford to sit on it, you know. And, you know, by then I might decide to keep it. You know, if I don't sell it, maybe I'll keep it. But I'm going to hold out. If I find something better, then I'll just move there and sell this. Hopefully for a profit. But, yeah. But we'll see what happens. I don't want to take this into the cat house because the cat house is probably the worst. You know, you think this is bad. If you're thinking this is bad, the cat house is worse. So, but anyhow, it's a cat house. What do you expect, right? But once I if I stay here, I'm gonna build another building like the chicken coop for the cats, and it'll be easier to keep it clean and maintained. I'm gonna have cages inside for the newcomer cats. So if they poop, you know, we'll have litter boxes in the cages too. But if they poop while they're in the cage, it'll end up on the floor, and the floor will be dirt. So it'll be easier to clean up. Where in here, it's a hardwood floor, and there's crap everywhere because we kind of was using it for a utility shed and a cat house, and I don't know, it ended up getting chunky, and it stinks in there. So, like I said, once I build them their own cat house, it'll be better. So, but if I don't have chickens for too long, I might just move the cats to the chicken coop and clean this. Then I can clean this up and maybe just use it for a utility shed or something. I don't know. I put Gakko roof on it, so I spent, you know, a couple $100 on it already cleaning it up. So I'm not gonna just like scrap it. I'm not cleaning it up, fixing it up to make sure it doesn't leak, because it did leak. I paid $200 for this camper, and basically I just, like I said, I spent another few hundred, like 200, probably about $300 on the Gakko roof to secure the roof. Candy's in there. She's like, I'm ready to eat. Candy. Candy. He's adorable. Chickens want in too. Now the chickens will eat the cat poop, which ain't bad, you know, helps clean up the mess, but at the same time, it's kind of gross. That's we're gonna eat these guys. Mostly I got the chickens for bug control and for egg production. Now, if we had a whole bunch of roosters, then we'd eat them. But yeah, broken cat cage. Yeah, it's a mess. They just between the cats and the raccoons got in there, really made a mess. So, yeah, fluffy girl. So yeah, like I said, I got a bunch of options. I'm gonna either sell this whole thing or subdivide it and sell off the front part. If I get some business partners, some potential business partners for the other property, I might just move this operation over there and just run goats over here, you know, and basically just move this project further out. This area is starting to get more developed and become more like a housing development, and a sustainable community would kind of be an eyesore over here, probably. I don't know. I mean, if I get some quality people in here who aren't trashy, it probably wouldn't be, but all I've gotten here pretty for the most part is trash, you know, trashy people who just make a trashy environment. And I don't like it. I don't like it. And I just don't have enough time to do everything by myself and clean up after everybody else's crap. But you know, I don't know. I just can't keep doing this. This has been my dream for quite a while, but maybe the dream's not meant to happen. So I don't know. That's liquid cattle feed over there in those containers. I use that as a supplemental for their water. But I got 3 big cattle feed tanks up front. I was planning on selling the cattle feed. That's where these came from. With my old job, I was hauling cattle feed, liquid cattle feed. But I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm just at my wit's end. So I don't know. I mean, I know that my idea was, because I knew, you know, things are getting bad. The cities are. This is before the COVID crap hit, and I probably shouldn't say that word because I'll probably get red flagged for it. And but anyways, you know, before C-19 hit, you know, I saw what the New World Order was doing, and I saw how the country was going, and so I wanted to move down here and get off the grid, do a sustainable community. That's trash. You grow all these herbs and stuff that I've been studying not all my life, but since I was 20-ish. And get off the grid type of thing. Not, you know, like go off the radar 100%, but just be sustainable. And after C-19, well, after I came down, I started regretting my decision to do all this because it's just didn't work. It hasn't been working. Then C-19 hit, And C19 really wasn't that bad. It was just the pandemic around it made it worse than it really was. And so then I was like, well, I was glad I got out of the city, but again, this isn't working. And so but I kept going and going and going, trying to make it work. Then my neighbor offered to buy me out, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just go ahead and sell. So I got his realtor looking for me a new place, which I'm going to go look at a place today. It's not quite what I want, but I'm going to go look at it anyways. The one I really wanted, somebody beat me to it. So I'll keep looking for something like that. But like I said, I'll go out and look at this one. It's got potential. And if I get the price down a little bit, I might go for it. It's already got water and septic, and it's already got a foundation, or a part of a foundation as far as I'm concerned. I'd have to finish it to make it the way I want it. But then I could just build a house on it. And if I finance that one, move all this stuff over there, then sell this one, I can use the money from here to pay that one off. And then between the money I have left over and my paycheck, I can finish building the house. So anyways, I'm at 30 minutes. Okay, bye.